Hello students, welcome to geography class. The second chapter talks globe, latitudes and longitudes. In the previous class, we discussed about globe, latitudes and important parallels of latitudes. Today, we are going to begin heat zones of the earth and what are longitudes. Now we are going to discuss heat zones of the earth. Earth has three types of heat zones. The first is the torrid zone. You know, if you look at the figure, the area between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This area therefore receives the maximum heat and is called torrid zone. Hence, the torrid zone generally refers to the areas of the earth near the equator. Also, the torrid zone refers to the areas of the earth between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Then you have the temperate zone. Here, the temperature is low when compared to the torrid zone. It is found in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere. You know, if you look at the figure, in the northern hemisphere, it is found between the Arctic Circle and the Tropic of Cancer. This is called the North Temperate Zone. In the southern hemisphere, it is found between the Antarctic Circle and Tropic of Capricorn. This is called the South Temperate Zone. Next, frigid zone. The third heat zone is the frigid zone. Areas lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere are very cold. Hence, it is called the frigid zone. Now, we are going to learn what are longitudes. Students, you know we cannot locate the place using latitude alone. So, let us learn what are longitudes. We have seen that the latitudes divides the earth into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So, longitude is the measurement east or west of the prime meridian. Longitude is measured by imaginary lines that run around the earth vertically or up and down and meet at the North Pole and South Pole. These lines are known as meridians of longitudes. They are semicircles and the distance between them decreases steadily polewards until it becomes zero at the poles where all the meridians meet. The distance between them are measured in degrees of longitudes. Each degree is further divided into minutes and minutes into seconds. Then you have prime meridian. Unlike parallels of latitude, all meridians are of equal length. Thus, it was difficult to number the meridians. Hence, all countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. This meridian is called the prime meridian. Its value is 0 degree longitude and from it we count 180 degree eastward as well as 180 degree westward. The prime meridian and 180-degree meridian divides the earth into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Therefore, the longitude of a place is followed by the letter E for the east and W for the west. Then let us see what is grid system. The network formed with latitudes and longitudes on the globe is called grid system. That means grid system is a network formed with latitudes and longitudes is called grid system. Do you know what is the use of this grid system? Yes, this grid system is helpful to know the location of a place on the earth. Let us recap the section. In today's class, first we have learned about heat zones of the earth. First is the torrid zone, second one is the temperate zone, and third one is the frigid zone. Next, what are longitudes? Longitude is the measurement east or west of the prime meridian. Longitude is measured by imaginary lines that run around the earth vertically and meet at the North Pole and South Pole. Next, prime meridian. The meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. The meridian is called prime meridian. The last we learned grid system. The network formed with latitudes and longitudes on the globe is called grid system. Okay, thank you students. Have a nice day.